Okay folks, welcome to Spen Ukuleles and Guitars. This is lesson 4 in the beginner ukulele series, and today what we're going to be covering is the G chord. That's the G chord there. As you can see, it uses 3 fingers. So we started off in lesson 1 with the A minor chord, and the A minor chord just uses 1 finger, your second finger on the 4th string, 2nd fret, and then we looked at the F chord, which adds a finger onto that, the 1st finger on the 1st fret of the 2nd string. And then we moved on to the C chord in lesson 2, which is the 1st string on the 3rd fret. And then in lesson 3 we went on to the E minor 7 chord, which was the first chord to use 2 fingers on the second fret of the 3rd string and 2nd fret of the 1st string. Now the G chord that we're going to do today, that leads on really well from the E minor 7 chord that we did last lesson. Now if we look at the E minor 7 chord, it uses the 1st finger on the 2nd fret and the 2nd finger on the 2nd fret, and those 2 fingers are also used on the G chord there in exactly the same place, the same fingers. Now if you look at that on the ukulele, there it is on the ukulele, so that's your E minor 7 chord, so we just need to add 1 more finger with that. Okay, so if you look, it's on the 2nd string, it's on the 3rd fret, here it is on the ukulele, the 2nd string on the 3rd fret, so where they cross, that's where you put your finger, your 3rd finger for the G chord. I always say it goes around the corner. Now if you look at the fingers that you use to play the G chord, you've got your 1st finger on the 2nd fret of the 3rd string, your 2nd finger on the 2nd fret of the 1st string, and then your 3rd finger comes around the corner onto the 3rd fret of the 2nd string. Here is the chord. So you put your 1st finger down, your 2nd finger down on the 2nd fret, and then your 3rd finger comes around the corner and goes onto that 3rd fret. Here's again, 1st finger, 2nd finger, 3rd finger around the corner. Okay, now we're going to go on to a play along that I've made for you that just goes between A minor and G. So it practices that chain between A minor and G. Don't forget, when you go from your A minor to your G, you've got your A minor on that 4th string 2nd fret, and then that finger moves down to your 1st string, followed by your 1st finger that goes onto the 2nd fret of the 3rd string, and then your 3rd finger comes around the corner onto that 3rd fret of the 2nd string. Okay, we're going to go on to the play along now. After the play along's finished and you've practiced all those changes between A minor and G, there's a long list of songs that you can use C, A minor, F and G on the Spen Valley YouTube channel. We've created a lot of material that just uses those chords, a lot of play alongs and exercises and all sorts of different things like rhythmic exercises and things like that that you can do to improve your playing as you go along. So check out that list, it's right at the end of the video. Please don't forget to stick a like down, subscribe to the channel. Found out that 96% of people that watch the channel are not subscribed, so please subscribe to encourage us to create more material like this. Okay folks, so hope you enjoy playing the G chord. Here's a list of songs that we've got on the Spen Valley YouTube channel that are play-alongs that use exclusively C, A minor, F and G. You can play all these. All the links are in the description below, so please check that out, and don't forget to subscribe and like, please. Thank you. Cheers, bye. Oh, see you in lesson 5.